Hi, everybody. It's Saturday, our date with Nate. We have once a month. And my lovely co host, Nathe from the Third Wish,
Thanks for
who
having
just
me.
started a new formatted show. I was watching it earlier. It's fantastic. Y'all got to go watch it. So make sure you go to Nate's channel. What is it you're calling it again?
Meet the psychic press.
Meet the Psychic Press. That's it. So, and it's a chance for people to actually come on and be on camera and ask questions that he answers. And it was a lot of fun watching it. I was enjoying that. So after we finish this, I got to go back and finish watching it because I didn't get all the way through it. So y'all be sure and check that out. Make sure you go to Nate's channel. He's almost to 20,000, y'all. Almost. So we need to get everybody we know to go subscribe and get
And
him pushed over the
let's
limit.
subscribe to your
And
channel as well, Sherry.
I'm at 77 something, so I'm hoping to hit 10,000 before the end of the year.
Oh, you
So
will. You will.
and so fingers crossed. Welcome to Saturday with our date with Nate. I like the way that sounded, so that's
Yeah.
I stuck the name on it. And
I really
if
like the
you
thumbnail you did with the beach and the
Oh
seashell.
yeah, I was so hot the day I was doing that. I was like, oh God, I
I
want to
loved
go to
it.
the beach.
I
And
loved
so
it.
I was digging up all my beach pictures. I was running errands before the show, y'all. I'm still like drenched in sweat here. Um, I had to go pick up my medication and stuff, and we don't have the AC fixed in the car yet. So it's like riding around in a sauna. It's like, ugh. And but we got new tires on it, so it rides totally different with the new tires on it. So
Yes.
the person who owns the car was like, yeah, let's put some. We had a tire that kept going loose in air. He was like, well, my son was like, we can get a replacement tire, for X amount. He's like, okay, let me look into it. And then he got back in touch with Lewis and said, just call this place for the appointment and they're going to put all new tires on it. We're like, okay, it's your money if that's what you want to spend it on. It was like $900 to put four new tires on this car. And because it's an older car, it's a big station wagon, it's very heavy. I mean, I
Yeah.
could run into a Mack truck and they would be hurt, not me. Um, and so you can't just buy the cheapy 50 $60 tires at Walmart. You got to go get the really good ones to hold the weight, and not pop the minute somebody sits in it. And so links for all the goodies, everything is in the description box below. We've got links for Trish James cards. We've got links for I moved the box for Jules. She has an Etsy shop. She makes her own jewelry that is phenomenal. Um, if you saw me last night, I think it was, or the night before, anyway, I was wearing one of the pairs that she gave me,
Oh,
and they're really pretty. She gave me a pink pair, and then she made me little owls to
oh, that's
wear for
nice.
my slumber party on Saturday nights
Oh,
because it's the
nice.
night owls slumber party. And so she made me a pair of owl earrings. I'm like, oh, that's so cool. And of course we got Andrew Nikki, the skincare. You should be getting yours pretty soon, Nate.
It takes time. It takes time. I know
It
that it
takes a
takes.
little time. Yeah, they were. I know they were negotiating shipping with countries outside of the U.S. So
Yes.
um, I know Marina just got hers in a couple of days ago, I think it was. So she was excited it finally came in. And so we've got that on down below. We've got
I have a
the,
special actually on my mystical tarot of the saints on Etsy.
there we
It's
go.
half price right now for very short
Ooh,
period. Yes, the
is
original version.
that's the original version, not
Version. No,
the,
the box is
yeah,
also at a lower price as well on sale, but this
okay.
this is half price. Yes.
Awesome, y'all. These cards are gorgeous. Let me tell you, they're really wonderful. Um, I have the original box, and then I have the coffered box that he created with the came with
The set.
a whole set. Yeah, I mean, there's cards that certain cards in there that he made bigger that you can actually frame them. And so I've been thinking about getting one of those big frames with, like a collage frame, so I can just put them all in one frame. And came with a altar cloth of Mother Mary, and I don't know, several different things that came with
Yeah,
it. And
a lot
I
of
like
goodies
the
in there. It's an
cards. Yeah,
empty.
there's a lot of
Yes.
extra goodies in that box. And I like the cards. They're a different card stock
Yes.
that you use with that the linen, right?
Linen
You
and
use
gold edges. Yes.
yes, and oh, they shuffle so nice. I like to use those. Yeah, and
And I
so and
have,
there's
since we're on that
go ahead.
topic, just since we're talking about cards, it's not yet for sale, but the Voices of the Whales. This is a product. It's an oracle deck that's coming really, really
Mm,
soon. Yes. And so they
yes.
all picture whales um, with
It,
messages.
they're
It's an oracle. It's just like a basic oracle with messages. Yes. Yeah. So you'll
right.
receive one as soon as it's out. That's already,
I can't
yeah.
wait. I can't wait. And yeah, I just got I've got to go and do my stuff and bless them. Um crap. Trish James, I just got two of her decks.
Oh, wow.
Neptune, Moon, and this she just redid this one, like updated it and just went out. It went out to members. There's only X amount of copies. If you want one, speak now or forever hold your peace. And she had a few decks left, I think, after the members all attacked, and so she opened that up to the public. And I want to get her investigative deck. She's got one that's an investigative deck, but she's in the process of like upgrading it, updating it. And so I thought, okay, I'm going to wait until the new year when she
Mhm.
releases it in 26, and then I'll get the updated deck. So, but yeah, I love her cards. And there's somebody else that I don't know. You'll see in the description box below. I got a whole section of just the different stuff that I highlight. So that our members and or fellow collaborators um, create and do. And tonight for the slumber party, I'll have Selena, Essence of the Moon, will be on, and we're going to do full moon rituals.
Mhm.
So she could teach us what to do, how to do it. And she actually sent me, let's got the box here, special oils and stuff to use for a full moon
Oh,
ritual. So I'm like, oh, cool. I get to, I got something new to play with. So I'm dropping stuff left and right. Pardon me while I try to pick everything up. And anything coming up for you? Anything new, exciting besides your new show?
well,
Any
usual. Well,
collabs?
actually, maybe an announcement that Sunday I usually do kind of live readings,
Hmm.
uh, but I will give away 5 memberships on that show. So,
Oh, awesome.
yes,
Awesome. Awesome. So
5
yeah, y'all be
p.m.
sure you
Eastern.
check it out.
Yeah.
And because it's answers in real time. I usually get a chance to listen to about the first 20 minutes of it, and then I'm backstage with Arthur's Sunday show and
Yes.
uh, taking care of his chat for him, so I don't get to watch the whole thing. Um, but I watch what I can, and then I go back and watch replay afterwards. Sure, Maureen. Just let me know what kind of general reading you want. Are you looking at a specific topic so kind of we know what direction to go in? That helps. Um, and let's see, I'm going through here and uh, making sure I haven't. Oh, thank you, Shirley. That's awfully sweet. All right, Viviani, I got you. Hey, Clarence. And I see a couple more. I see a couple more. Okay. I want to make sure I get everybody starred before I. Oh, Connie says I use Andrew Nikki every day. Yeah, me too. It's made a huge difference. And trust me, I have used every skincare product on the shelves, and it's just nothing ever did what I wanted it to do, even though it said that it was going to do that. So it's finally found something that's doing what I wanted to do. So, all right, let's go ahead and get the first question up, and then I'll keep. Um, First up, Shirley Mearson, and thank you for the super chat. I appreciate that. This is my condo is already paid off, but now I need to pay for my strata title document. I don't know what a strata title document is, but I'm assuming it's something to do with purchasing.
Papers. Yes.
Let's see.
So surely it looks like you have paid off the condo, but then now there's some sort of paperwork that you need to pay for, right? So let's see.
There's always something they got to add
I
in
know,
there.
I know. So let's see.
You can't just do a simple sale. Let's see what we get. If you're ready, Nathe, go right on ahead.
I get the sense like you're gonna have to be a bit patient with this. The Five of Wands here. There's a little bit. I feel like it's not just the money aspect, but the paperwork aspect is not that necessarily easy. The King of Swords tells me that you will do it. This is kind of a legal administrative document, and you have it. You have protection with the Hierophant, so maybe some help from, this is government. So anything like in government agencies, is there a way to get this? I feel like you're gonna get some help. I think you might have to inquire with government or administrative agencies a way to get this done potentially faster and sooner. But I see you having to put some work. I don't see this happening soon, but I see you are able to do this. You're just gonna have to walk through kind of the journey of figuring out how it's done, not just the money aspect, but the paperwork I'm getting. What did you get, Sherry?
All right. The first thing that came up was the Five of Swords. So there's going to be a little bit of conflict, a little bit of pushback. Just be prepared for it. There's going to be an issue of some sort. As most folks who've ever bought a house or a car or anything like that, they know, yeah, that's going to happen. But then I pulled the Magician. And so that's someone with all the tricks of the trade. You've got access to all of the different powers that are there for you to kind of help facilitate this and get everything moving smoothly. You just have to work at it. You have to really focus in on it and then work at what your game plan is, what your strategy is. I'm going to do A, B, C, D, and then follow that. And then I pulled an oracle from Wisdom of the Oracle Deck, and we pulled Loyal Heart. And it talks about loyalty, devotion, fidelity. It says others will prove they're faithful to you. You will in turn commit fully to them. So be on the lookout for that. That's just a little something. It says, no matter the outer circumstances in your life, trust and have faith, for you are eternally loved and divinely protected and divinely directed. So just make sure that you focus, that you focus in on what Spirit is telling you, and that's going to help lead you in the right direction and help you know what is best to do to start with. So, all right, let's see. Real quick, I want to make sure. Oh, hey, Andrew. Andrew's in the chat.
Hey, Andrew. You...
Yeah. Okay. Oh, thank you, Sandy. Sandy made a donation. All right. Good to know that, Jason. Jason just had surgery and is doing much better. Okay. Thank you, Connie, for explaining to me what that was so I know exactly how to frame my question. Regarding your new... Okay. So Maureen is next. She asked, may I have a general reading? And when I asked her, what exactly do you want a general reading on? And she said, regarding my new living community. So that helps.
And I'm getting some good cards. I may get started, Sherry, if that's okay with you.
Yeah, go for it.
The first card is the moon. So I felt like, this has to deal with emotions. This has to deal with a community that seems to be very aligned with your values. Like I felt like you're going to feel like-minded people. And I was very happy to get the lovers. The lovers to me is relationships building, in this case, your community. So I felt like you will really connect well with the people around you, and I felt like they're like-minded. So it feels like a great fitting into the community and making friends, basically.
Very good. Let's see what we got here. Oh, I got some good cards here for you too. Starting out with the High Priestess. And so that's talking about kind of divine intervention and everything that you're going about. I think Spirit is going to have a lot to do with letting you get comfortable within this community. I think, like Nathe was saying, you're going to find a lot of like-minded souls, and that really helps. There's going to be a lot of wisdom, I think, that you're going to receive from others around you for the community as a whole, as y'all kind of get together and get to know one another. And then I pull the Six of Wands, and that's kind of like public recognition, self-confidence. You're really feeling like this is in the right direction for you. So, and again, like I said, this is, as Nathe was saying as well, this is going to be a really good community for you to be in. I think it's just going to be getting to know people and getting comfortable with them, but I feel very positive about it. And then I pull the Emperor. And so, you're going to wind up being in a leadership position within this community. People are going to look to you for wisdom and advice. Once you kind of get in there and everybody gets to know everybody, you're going to slowly see the trend moving towards everyone's going to be looking at you like, well, what does Maureen think we should do? Or look at you and go, Maureen, well, what would you do? What do you think would be the best thing to do? That kind of thing. So that's going to be really good for you. I think you're going to really really enjoy being there. Okay. And let's see. Okay, Terry's a member, so she's next. And she would like a general reading for the next week. Okay, so we'll just focus on the next week. Yeah.
You want me to get started,
Yeah,
Sherry?
go ahead. Go ahead and
Okay.
go.
I felt like this is a week where there might be a lot going on. I got the Tower and Death, and so there's feels like there's a lot of energy around you. I don't see this as negative. I just feel like there's a big transformation of some kind. And so I felt like this is also next week is the end of the Mercury retrograde, and it's where Mercury goes direct. I feel like there's a lot of energetic things that are going on here where it feels very transformative. So I think the advice is to be prepared for those transformations, but also take a distance for sorts, take a little bit of a distance because you might be feeling overwhelmed with everything going on. But I see this as a positive. It just feels like it's a lot of energies that can be overwhelming, but it's for a positive transformation.
Okay. And I just posted for y'all. Questions are now closed because we limited time here. So if we're not able to get to you before the end of the show, come back tonight and I'll get you at the slumber party. So, all right, Terry, for next week. Well, we're starting out with the Three of Wands. So there's going to be a little bit of adventure going on in your life. Maybe something new that comes
Mhm.
along, or you're going to expand into an area that you like, but you're going to kind of push the boundaries a little bit. And then I got the Four of Swords. So this is talking about take a little rest. Don't burn the candle at both ends. Don't pull a sherry. Get some rest, and so that your energy levels are up for you to be able to do what it is that you're wanting to get done next week. Um, and then I pulled Death as your last card, and that's cycles changing. That's something old moving out so something new can move in. So this is not, I've never really seen this as a bad card at
No.
all. To me, it's always been kind of a hopeful card because it's telling me all the old crap is going to go down the toilet, and now I got time to bring in a lot of new crap and have fun playing with that. So that's how I look at this. I think that um, you've got an adventure, action, something coming up, something that's going to expand you. You've got it's important. Spirit's reminding you in the middle of this, it's important to get your rest. Don't burn the candle at both ends. Make sure you get your sleep and you rest up. And then with the ending with Death, you're the old is getting out and the new is coming in. So yeah, I like that. That's a good reading there. So um, thank you very much, Terry. And let's see. I have, okay, Sandy Johnson. Thank you for the donation, Sandy. Will it be financially better for me to move to a different state for a job hire in October?
This year, so the options is either October this year or April 26 is what I'm
Yeah,
getting. Okay, this year.
yeah, October 25 to April 26. It's Okay. Let's see. Well, I started out with the King of Wands. So you're looking at kind of big picture. You're looking at the overall prospect of it. Am I going to be moving in October of this year or in April of next year? When I read on this for you the other day, like I said, I see you moving more towards April. It may take a while to get all this stuff lined up. And so that's kind of what I feel like the King of Wands is saying. It's big picture. You're seeing the overall concept, but you need to kind of bring it into focus and figure out what your next steps are. And then I got the Three of Cups. So that's a happy emotion. That's very good. That's, you're going to be celebrating. You're going to feel the abundance of being able to find what you want at the right time and being able to get there, move there. Everything kind of goes slowly. And then I got the Moon. So again, I think this is Spirit just telling you it's not necessarily locked down on a specific date, but more like an October to April time frame. So it could happen as early as October, it could happen as late as April. It's just going to depend on what happens between now and then. And so sometimes it takes a little while for things to be revealed with the Moon, but the Moon still illuminates. It's just not bright light in the sun kind of illumination. So sometimes you have to kind of wait and see what's my next step going to be. Yeah, that's what I got for you.
Yep, I feel the same. I feel more April than October. I just get the sense that you need to prepare a little bit. It feels like the preparation is the key. And so when you feel like you're ready, that's when you'll go. And I don't think you'll be ready as early as October. So give yourself the time to be ready.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely. All right. Thank you, ma'am. And I hope that helps. Lady Lo-Fi is a member and would like to know, will I get a helpful autoimmune diagnosis sometime soon? That's a pendulum question for me. Okay. Will Lady Lo-Fi get a helpful autoimmune diagnosis in 2025? No, not in 2025. Will she get the diagnosis in 2026? Will she get the autoimmune diagnosis in 2026? It's not sure. It's just circling. It just kind of stood there for a minute and wiggled. I've never seen it do that before. That was a first. I was like, okay, what does that mean? And then it just started going in a circle. And that tells me it's not clear yet, simply because all of the options aren't on the table yet. So, and that's about as close as I can get to a medical reading because I'm not a doctor. So, but I think it's going to happen in 2026. You're going to get a type of diagnosis so that you kind of know what the next step is you need to do. That's what I'm getting.
I would add to that, Lady Lo-Fi, I was getting an inflammation. And so maybe I assume you might have done that, but look at your nutrition and the food. I felt like some of the food might be triggering some of the inflammation. You might have done that already, but I keep hearing like just review what food triggers what. Okay. So
that could have a lot to do
yes.
with it. Absolutely.
because I feel like there's something underneath of it all, but it's triggered by some sort of food inflammation, yeah, or food
Yeah,
allergy or food trigger, yeah.
there you go. All right, Lady Lo-Fi, I hope that helps. And let's see. Um, KL. Oh, wow, KL. Thank you for the donation. And let's see. She is a member. Another offer from my employer. Is this the best offer? One part's decent, the other part's ridiculously low.
Okay, let's have a look.
Let's see how this goes. Oh, my stomach's gonna start growling. If y'all hear in the background, it's just my stomach. I guess I'm hungry. I don't know. I haven't eaten since late yesterday afternoon, so. All right, let's see what we get here. If you're ready, you can
Yeah,
go.
yeah. I just get the sense, Kale Starlight, that there's not much more room that they're gonna go. I feel that you might accept this offer for what it is now and try to renegotiate at a later time. In other words, like take this new opportunity, prove your value, make yourself very valuable, and maybe you could be in a position to tell them, I accept this, but I want to have some sort of review in 6 months, because I feel like they're not really willing and to change their offer as much. And I think you just want to get in there and show your value rather than negotiating. I would that would, what the card suggests is you kind of take the offer but have some sort of agreement to do a review in 6 months.
Yeah, I agree with that. Uh, Four of Cups starting out. So this is that little bit of apathy, kind of, yeah, it's not really what I want. Do I really want to admit to this? Or they're not meeting all of my goals. And I get that. But then I also got the Page of Pentacles. So we're looking at ambition. You're looking at doing your due diligence on it. Make sure that what is the most important to you is kind of met. Sometimes you have to sacrifice a little bit of salary in order to get into a place where you are completely comfortable with what's going on. And it does say financial opportunity. So that very well could be what Nate was seeing, is that there could be that opportunity, 6, 8 months down the road of let's do a review. And if things are working out for me and you're seeing I'm doing a really good job, exactly what y'all want, then let's talk a little bit more salary negotiation. And then I pull the Knight of Wands. And that's negotiating. I mean, that's uh looking at a new proposal coming in. That's kind of, you're wanting to follow your passion, but at the same time you've got to pay the bills. So we all get that. Which is why I still work 10 hours a day during the week, because I got to pay the bills. I like the way this card looks. It's, the little puppy dog. Let's see, is he gonna focus? I don't know if it's, there
Yes.
we go. standing up on the hill. He's got his staff. He's ready to, he's ready to kick butt. Is how he looks. Like, yeah, I did it. So this is telling me that, yeah, I fully agree with Nate. Maybe set it up so that in 6 to 8 months you have another review to see if the salaries can be met that you're asking for, since you're accepting a little bit lower salary to start. Um, Sometimes that can help you get an even larger upgrade than you expected from the beginning, just because now they've had time to see you work and see what you do and how you do it, to be like, okay, she's worth the extra bucks. Because and not that I'm taking up for companies, but they're kind of all in the crosshairs right now between the tariffs and this and that and the other. They don't know what to do next because they're losing money no matter what happens next.
Yeah.
So we kind of have to have a little bit of sympathy for them, I think would be a good way to put it. Okay, Catherine is a member. Will I receive my disability?
I received a letter requesting my
Checking.
Oh,
Yeah,
checking.
that's checking info. It took me a minute too. I had to read it twice to try to figure out what seeking was. Her checking info and approved. But it's, oh, honey, disability can take a long damn time. Let me tell you what.
But isn't that a good news? They requested the checking info.
If they're requesting your bank information, that speaks volumes that, yeah, everything's going through here and they need to know where to send
the money
to, because they don't mail checks anymore. Everything's direct deposit. And also, usually the first couple of checks is retro from the first time you applied. And so you get all of that money that you would have gotten had you been approved on day one. You get all of that money to go along with your first payment. And so you kind of get this little chunk of cash. And then you're on that regular roll. So be aware that that's coming, and maybe take that chunk of money and stick it in a savings, if nothing else, but maybe put it in an IRA or something along those lines, so that you don't blow through it. Take it from somebody that did that. You don't blow through it, and you can build on a little nest egg for yourself for down the road, or an emergency, something comes up.
I'm getting the Queen of Pentacles. I think you are gonna get it. I really feel so. Now it's just like waiting for everything to kind of come into place. But I feel like they already know that they will pay you the disability. It's just the paperwork side of things. But it's a yes, in my view.
Yeah. Did you say Queen of Cups?
Queen of Coins.
I just pulled Queen of Cups. So, yeah, that's a double yes there. I mean, I've been through this process with my late husband, and it took years to get approved. And then once he did, it was like, finally, kind of thing. But it takes a lot out of you dealing with it, because they will drag their feet. Oh, yeah, big time. Okay. Wait, this is in caps. We can read it. Nas, does my crush still think about me? Okay, that's kind of interesting.
I got the Two of Cups, so that's kind of a big yes. And then the Hierophant, to me, it's bringing people together. So Yes, your crush, I feel, still thinks of you, and I feel like you might even see each other again.
Yeah. The first thing I got was the Seven of Wands. So you're looking at there may be some challenges in this, but it may require a little bit of courage to take a step that you're not quite
Mm,
sure about. But I feel like if you take that step, it's going to pay off because then I got the King of Swords. And so that's, we're talking ambitions, uh, truth coming forwards, mental clarity. So you're going to be able to think this through logically as well as emotionally. Um, and then I got the Emperor. So I think, if you step out and kind of take control of, hey, let's get together, let's see, is this, gonna work again, and let's go have lunch, or start out with some very uh kind of public, no pressure meetings, like meet for lunch or meet at the park or go to the museum or something like that, where you could just spend time together, but it's not a heavy pressure on either side to react in a certain way. Just give yourself time to kind of get to know each other again. That's what I'm getting. But I think it's a possibility. Um,
yeah.
I feel really good about that. So, all right, Viviani, I missed you, darling. You remember, and I jumped on you. Uh, a message from my spirit team about my path and anything I need to know now. Oh, that's a good question. Requires different card. Let's see. And thank you so much, Viviani, for kind of keeping up with chat and keeping everybody cleared and going. She's been ruling the roost over in chat. Viviani makes a good moderator.
She's excellent.
If you're ready, feel free to go.
I pull one card from our Oracle deck, and it says Celestial Alignment and Harmony. And so it's a card of alignment and harmony. I feel, Vivian, that your path is coming to a place of alignment. It's almost like the way that they show me, it's like everything's kind of aligning properly for yourself in a way that maybe it was not before. Looking at the past, I saw crossroads. And so it feels like you had some decisions to make. You're moving towards a path that's aligned with your values. And so to me, that feels like you're in harmony with your own path. So you're exactly where you should be, and trust the flow of life to take you to the next step. I think you're well situated.
Yeah, me too. I went with the Spirit Animal Oracle deck. The first one I drew was the chameleon, and that's basically act as if whatever is in place. That's telling me that part of the importance of moving forward with your spirit team is being willing to change if you need to change and kind of adapt to different situations that might come up in your path. Um, Sometimes I think that's really difficult for a lot of us because we're all set in our ways. We want to do it our way and no way at all. sometimes you got to be willing to kind of shift that around a little bit. And then I drew Turtle Spirit, and that's slow and steady wins the race. So that's I think that spirit just letting you know you're doing good. You're moving right along, but it's not a race. You're not you don't have to be first. It's you move at your pace, and as things come to you, you'll be the stronger for it, and those that you help will be the stronger for it, because it won't be forced. It'll just be a natural flow into the next step and into the next step. And they're going to take you 1 and 2 steps at a time, so that it really, I feel like, really incorporates into your spirit, because I know you do Akashic work, and it takes a lot of energy out of a person to do that. I'm not able to do that yet myself. I'm still figuring it out, but I've seen you, and you're really, really, y'all. If y'all need an Akashic reading, Viviani's your girl here. So yeah, that's just spirit telling you, just you're not in a hurry. Take it as it comes, and we're gonna bring you the next piece, and then the next piece as you move on down. And that is it ends up with koala spirit. I love koala bears. They're so cute. And it says spirit has a plan. And so that's emphasizing what turtle spirit said. And then you got koala spirit saying, we got it under control. You just enjoy the ride as we bring you to each new step. Because, change when you have to, wait on them to take you to the next step, and they got it all planned out for you. So all you got to do is hang on and enjoy the ride. And I think you'll definitely be doing that. So that's what I got for you. Did you go, Nate?
Yes. And
Okay.
it was like, especially on the last part, there was a lot of common messages here. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. It's just I went blank for a minute. I couldn't remember if you actually read or
Now
you
you
were just
were
talking.
channeling your information.
Yeah. Sometimes I start tuning in and I don't hear what everybody else says. Okay, Connie B, is my principal trying to set me up? I already caught her in a lie. Oh, that's not cool. These are basically political cards, but I just feel like I'm going to get an answer in these for you more than anything else. If you want to go first, you can.
I'm not necessarily thinking that your principal is actively trying to set you up. However, I feel that this is someone who wants to establish their power over you. And I got also the strength card. So I don't see a setup per se, but I feel like this is someone who clearly cares about her power and control and doesn't like to be challenged. And so this is a little bit of a tricky situation in your interaction with her, because she doesn't like being challenged. And so she will kind of make sure that she kind of put you down. But a setup per se, I don't see a setup. It's just a general horrible behavior.
Yeah. The first thing I got was forced hand. So it's the my way or the highway kind of person. And that's this boss. It's not that she's trying to set you up or get rid of you. She's just trying to emphasize, I'm the boss and you're going to do it
Yes.
my way, which can make for kind of rough working conditions. But if you do control speech, if you watch what you say and how you say it, you stay on her good side.
Yeah.
You know, there are times when a little bit of brown nosing can go a long way, simply because it just helps things be smoother in the office. As long as you're not asked to be doing anything unethical or illegal, sometimes it doesn't hurt to just go right along and, okay, whatever you say, and then do it your own damn way. What does she know? And then I got reversing course. So this is very much like the hangman, you know. Just kind of hang on and go with that flow. And either she's going to start backing off because she's not going to be feeling like she's being challenged at every stop, and that can have her completely reversing her course as far as harassing or making you feel like she's out to get you. I agree with Nate. I'm not feeling like she's out to get you specifically. I get the feeling that she's like this with everybody because she's a control freak. She's one of those people who's just my way or the highway.
Right.
I'm not going to put up with it. So it can be difficult to work with somebody like that. But depending on the job and how much you like your job, it may well be worth just going with it. So I hope that helps, Connie. Okay, KL. Wait, didn't we just read on this? Yeah, we already read on this. I forgot to unstar
Yes,
it. Okay. And okay. My God, my stomach is like going crazy. Okay, that was I got it. Jill, do you see my nephew I am raising as autistic? He is struggling. All right, well, just off the top, we're not doctors, so we can't diagnose.
The other thing too is with autism, there's a large spectrum.
Yeah. I mean, you have completely nonverbal, complete withdrawal, autistic folks, and you have autistic people that are very high functioning. They you know, they may have little tics, or maybe they don't do well in social situations. My nephew has Asperger's, which is a type of autism, and he is super intelligent, like scary smart, and very loyal to his friends, but it's difficult for him to make friends because he's not a social person. You know, he kind of freaks out a little bit if he's around too many new people he doesn't know. And so yeah, I get that. You kind of can go from one extreme to another. Personally, I would suggest getting your sister or brother, whoever it is that's the parent, to have your nephew tested to see. I mean, it could be something totally different. It could be a chemical imbalance in their brain or in their body that makes it look like it's a form of autism, or it could be emotional things going on in the home that maybe you're not aware of, you know, that they're struggling because they can't deal with the home environment. So go ahead, Nathe. I'm sitting here.
Well, again, like we're not doctors, I would say like there's anything that I see in the cards that talk about would bring like a autism diagnostic. I see that he needs help in many ways, but I feel like this is more like he needs help, more like a medical diagnostic, if you see what I mean. I feel like
Yeah.
there's um I see the key word here is more that he is struggling, and how can you help, and how can he be helped with his struggle. And I feel that I could see with a few resources, whether they're people or projects or something that can help him. So the whole reading doesn't feel medical to me. It feels more like he needs some form of help and resources.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. Exactly. Um, I pull the Nine of Cups. So again, that emotional, that emotional process. I'm not sure if it's your sister or your brother or whatever, how the relationship goes. It might be your husband's sister or brother's child. But I would say maybe start with them. Maybe they've noticed it and don't quite know what to do. Or they don't know what questions to ask if they take them to a doctor. A lot of people don't get diagnoses just for that very reason, because they don't know what to ask.
Mm,
Um, and then I got the death card. So we've got old paradigms moving out so new ones can come in. So it may just require a little bit of family counseling or something. That maybe there's something at school that, there's a bully or something at school that's interfering with his ability to socialize and and just function as a normal kid. Some kids just can't handle that.
yeah.
But I ended with the Two of Cups. So, it's all based on love. And I think that whether if it's a brother, sister-in-law, whatever, I would approach it in that way with them. Uh, it's just, you love your nephew and you're seeing these signs. Have they had him checked? Is there, is it something that's emotional, or is it something that's chemical, or um, at least hopefully get the conversation going. So let us know how that goes, Jill. Hey, Cindy, and then we have Veronica, and then Kaya, and that's it. We're done. Um, okay, Cindy, my friend Kevin passed.
Oh, sorry about your friend. Oh,
The first thing I heard was I was surprised too.
mhm.
I think it's just something that kind of caught him off guard. It wasn't in his, it wasn't on his bingo card to check out this early.
I got the Two of Wands, like he's watching from afar. The Six of Swords, he has transition. This is the journey. Um, and then the Two of Swords, I get the number 222. Was like I'm getting like the two of you. There was something special for the two of you. I think he's talking about that. The two of you, how special you had something together, the two of you. But he is definitely at peace. He has transition and is watching. Is can really, really see what's happening with you.
Yeah. Yeah. The first thing that I picked up was he wasn't expecting it either. So it wasn't like he was holding something back and not telling anybody, hey, this could happen. I very strongly get that kind of surprised him as well. I pulled Lizard Spirit, and that's talking about dream your world into being. I think that he still had dreams and stuff that he wanted to follow up on. And for whatever reason, when it's your time to go, it's your time to go. And there's not a lot you can do about it. But I feel like he's okay with it now. It just kind of caught him by surprise. He wasn't expecting it. And then I drew Panther Spirit, and that's talking about reclaiming your power. So I think that's the strongest message he's trying to send you, is to reclaim your power. Yeah, it's sad, and yeah, I know you're grieving and everything, and that's normal. But yeah, claim your power or reclaim your power. It's not the end of the world for you. It's not the end of the world for me. That's what he's saying to me. It's not the end. I'll be back. He'll just be back differently. And then I got the Ace of Swords. So that's new beginnings. So that's part of his process. A new beginning is coming up for him. And so I feel that's the strongest thing he's saying to you, is just, it happened, move on. Yeah. Keep on keeping on. It's not the end of the world. Okay. Veronica. My husband lost his job. Yeah, airplane job.
So he's looking to get in a new job, also the 100% disability.
That's through the VA, so he's a veteran.
Yes, but I was just surprised you can get the 100% disability and a job.
Yeah, maybe with the VA it's different. I know with regular disability, usually you don't get that until you're not able to work at all. I mean, or you're very limited in how much you can make and how many hours you can put in, depending upon the level of disability. Because I'm trying to remember what my husband went through, because he was like totally disabled. He got hurt really bad, and so he couldn't do anything.
Okay, let's look at his job first. Yeah, what do you get new? Yeah, I think he's gonna get a job. I would say before the end of the year. I don't see it soon. I think it's a couple months away, but I see a contract sign. The ring for me is a contract. So before end of year, I feel.
All right. Well, I started out with the Nine of Wands and the Page of Wands. Those were the first two cards that came out together. So he's kind of wanting to take a stand on, I need to get this much money, I need to be able to do this, do this, do this. Like I said, when it comes to VA benefits, I am not well versed on that at all, as to what the process is or if there's limitations. But with the Page of Wands mixed in with this, that's telling me, that he's going to get good news. So that's very much, it may not be higher pay, but at least matching the salary he made before. So that's what I get on the job. And then on the disability itself, I got the 9 of Pentacles, so that's accomplishments, that's success. So I see that coming through without any issues whatsoever. And then I got the 2 of Wands reversed. And so that's just kind of kind of like a fear of the unknown. Not quite sure what's going to happen with this, but it's not bad. It's just different. And sometimes that can hold us up more than anything else. It's just something getting hit with something different. That's what I got for you there. So I hope that helped, Veronica. All righty. Our last question of the day is with Kaya. Kaya? I think it's Kaya May. It's a pretty name.
Will my daughter find new love? My grandson's dad in prison on gun charge for next couple of years. Hope she can break free from him. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Will
Yeah.
she
Yeah.
find new love? Oh, yes. 9 of Cups. Her wish will be granted. 8 of Cups. She's moving away from the grandson's dad. She's moving away from that connection. Yeah.
You know,
It's been
tonight,
yeah, 4 of
today
Wands.
is the.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Sorry.
I'm
No.
sorry.
I was
I
just
thought you were
saying.
done.
I was just saying a relationship. I feel like she might even meet someone to get married to, ultimately down the road. Sorry, you were saying something, Sherry.
Oh, I was just saying, you know, today's the full moon. So she might, I don't know how comfortable she is with the woo woo, so to speak, but maybe doing some kind of manifestations or some kind of releasing on the full moon is you're releasing old things that you want to be done with. And so she could do a simple little ritual, writing down on a piece of paper, you know, what she wants moving forward, what she's releasing and letting go of, and then burn it. You know, put it in the barbecue pit or whatever and burn the piece of paper somewhere safe, not in the house. Um, but she can certainly manifest that of the old is gone and let new love come in, because she deserves that. We all deserve to be
Yeah.
loved for ourselves without any manipulation or threat. Um, and you can work on manifesting that for her as well yourself. I mean, um, 10 of Swords, that's how she felt with him, backstabbing and having to keep an eye out at all times for him not to kind of flip out on her and get angry. But then I got the 4 of Wands. And so that's celebration. That's telling me um, happiness, new home, new freedoms. Yeah, I think she just has to make that decision of I'm done. Um, and then I got the Queen of Swords. And so, you know, we're clear-minded, making that choice, making that decision and sticking to it. That's the Queen of Swords. So she just has to hear and hear as well. She has to just determine I'm done with this. I'm moving forward. And she's just going to need family and friends to be there to back her up.
Yeah. And you will be, okay. You will be there for your daughter.
Absolutely. I mean, um, and it'll be good for your grandson as well, because now she's not in a position of having to tolerate this person for the sake of her son.
Yes.
But you have to, something you might want to point out to her is you have to take a step back and look at what is the son learning from her staying in that relationship? What kind of an example is that setting? It is, stepping away and saying, no, we're worth being loved and accepted for ourselves without any coercion or anger or fear. And that's a hard step to take. I mean, but I feel positive. I feel like, I agree with Nate. I'm sitting there listening. They're chattering in my ear, and it's like, yeah, no, there's somebody coming.
Yes.
There's somebody coming for her that's going to be able to look at her past and dismiss it and say, that's the past. We're going to go forward from here. And someone who's going to look at her son and be saying, I'm willing to step in and be a dad for him. So yeah, that's what they're telling me. So I'm seeing she's got some new stuff coming her way. She's just got to let go of that old crap. Just get rid of it, let go of it, set it in her mind, I'm done, and walk away. And yeah, that's I'm getting it's going to turn out for the best in the long run. So, and that's it. That's everybody. We had it 1 hour and 12 minutes. So yay, because I know Nate has another thing scheduled. So myself as well.
Maybe it's lunch.
Cram everything into it. Well, yeah, I'll get lunch in there somewhere. I just went and bought me some stuff to make salads for work so I can make my own salad at work. So I think I'm going to just go make myself a salad and be done with it. And so thank you again, everybody, for spending your Saturday with us. Be sure to go check out Nate's new show, Meet the Psychics. It's really enjoyable. I was having fun listening to it earlier. As soon as we wrap up, I'm going to go plug it in and finish it. And y'all have a great weekend. If you're still awake tonight, come back at 10 o'clock Central for the slumber party. And we're going to be doing new moon stuff with Selena, Essence of the Moon.
Oh, that's exciting. Yes.
Yeah, so I'm looking forward to that. I'm hoping I learned some stuff because I don't know that much. Y'all have a great one. Thank you for spending your time with us.